Guys, this video I'm going to show you how to set up your Firestick. When you first open it up, what you're going to see is the remote and the stick itself. You see the instructions for the remote. This is your power cord. This is your adapter. You do have to use this, even though your stick will plug directly into your TV. You still need to use this. So, then your 120 volt power supply. So I'm going to get this all hooked up, and then I'll come back. Okay, what I did, I shut my router off so that way this will kind of simulate what you'll see when you turn yours on for the first time. So right now it's booting up. Usually takes about 30 seconds or so. Okay, this is what you're going to see when you first turn on. Just don't do anything right now. Just let it, it's still loading up. There's a program that needs to load up. It's called Firestick. And there it is right there. All this program does, you can access all your apps from this. But really all it does is it allows you to use the remote, your home button on your remote, to access Kodi. Which Kodi is that? That's the program that has all the movies and TV shows and live TV. So I'm going to go over the remote with you a little bit here. This is your selection button. These are your arrow buttons. That's your home button. I don't know, it's getting kind of fuzzy. It's your back button. That's your menu button. Fast forward or forward, play, pause, and rewind. Okay, so from here, what you're going to do is you're going to hit your home button one time. Okay, so it says home is currently unavailable. Go to network settings. The reason it's doing that is because it doesn't see my network. It'll see your network when you first turn it on. So I don't know exactly what it's going to do. I think what it'll do is it'll first tell you that you're not connected to the network. So you're going to have to connect to your network first thing. So let me pause it while I turn my router on so that way I can connect to the internet. Okay, I turned my router on, so I'm going to click go to network settings. Yours might be a little different because it's going to search for your network. My network's already stored in this one, so I don't know how it's going to be different. You know what I mean? So here it sees my network. It should be connected. My router might be still starting up. Anyway, you're going to find your network on the list. It's connected with it's probably still loading up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it until my router's all loaded up. Okay, it's all loaded up. So I'm going to show you how to get to network settings, just in case that's how you need to get there. Go to System, go to Network, and that's where you join your networks at. So another thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to My Account. It says Hello, Sign In. Click on that. Click on Register. All you need to put in is your Amazon information. It's a free account. It's not like a Prime membership or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to pause it while I put my information in. Okay, I put in my information. It says it's successfully registered. It says so this should go away, I would think. I'm connected to the network. So okay, there's my home. This is exactly what it's going to look like after you put in your network information and your Amazon information. Nothing in here you're going to use. This is all for Prime members. This is not where you're going to, this is just this is for Prime members. You're not going to use any of this. So what you're going to do now is hit your home button twice, like double click it. And here's all the good stuff. Okay, so here's your TV shows. This horizontal menu is your main menu. Movies, these are all apps that have movies. There's about 10 or so. Each one of them's different. I mean, the best one right now is Genesis. Genesis is going away though. The developer is not going to be supporting it anymore. So it may work for a couple more weeks. It may work for a couple more months. It might work for another year. We just don't know. But I left it on here so that way you can take advantage of it while it's up. All these other ones they're good. They're not as pretty. A lot of them have the same content that Genesis had. Just how you find it. If it has a search or not. But you just got to play around with it and look and see which one you like and just stick with that one until something new comes out. So let me go into Genesis. I'll kind of show you what Genesis looks like right now. Like I said, it's going to be gone, but this is the nicest set up movie program right now, and for TV shows as well. So in these, like I said, you can get all these movies and other programs, but this is the nicest looking one. So you can get, I've watched pretty much every. I didn't watch Mockingjay. It's only a cam, so I don't like cams, but all these movies work. Click on Mad Max. Like I said, Genesis is going down, so all the sources might not work on Genesis right now. I'm not going to spend too much time with each program in this video, because this video is pretty much just how to get up and running. Just explain to people how to use the stick. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick 1080p. Unless you got blazing fast internet, you're probably in a really nice router. You're probably not going to get 1080p on Genesis. Genesis, even if you do have fast internet and a good connection and everything, you're probably not going to get 1080p to work on Genesis. So, but HD, there's HD, a lot of the HD links are down. Like I said, Genesis is going down soon, but it's the easiest one for me to show you. And a lot of the programs are set up the same way. You got to scroll down and find a link that you want to play. Like I said, Genesis might work for a long time, but it might only last another few weeks, or it might last a month. So while it's up, take advantage of it. And there it is. I'm going to stop that. You're just going to have to play around with it just to see what programs you like the best. This one's called Stream All the Sources, Movie Night. I just put one on here today. X Movies 8. This is supposed to be a good replacement for Genesis. It's not as pretty, but it seems like it works pretty good. I'm going to try... Let me just try any of these movies here. Let me just try Avatar here. This is HD. My internet's a little slow, and plus my kids are streaming on a TV downstairs. So it popped up. It doesn't look like it's 1080p. It's probably 720. So I'm gonna click out of that. This program is cool too because you don't have to pick a stream. It automatically plays the movie. So just go through here, play around. You know, I spend an afternoon when you don't have anything to do and just look around. So TV shows. These are the programs that have TV shows. Again, I have Genesis on there still, but Genesis probably is not going to be up for too much longer unless another developer takes it over, which is a possibility too. So I didn't want to take it off here because it still is a good program and it has a potential to be taken over. So anyway, another good one. Stream All the Sources is good. This RL series is supposed to be a good replacement for Genesis. So, but there's a ton of programs here. Again, I'm not going to go into the actual programs too much in this video because I just want to show you how to get up and running. So this is your live TV, and this is really cool because I just found this recently. So if you've got a stick from me within the last week or two, you're going to have this, but if you bought one from me longer than a week or two ago, you're not going to have this. So if you do want it, just let me know and you can ship it to me and I'll put it on there for probably a small fee because it does take a little time. I probably do it for like $10 or something, but I'm going to show you. This is really cool.
In the heart of the sea! Oh, wait a minute! There she goes!
Here's a TV guide. So this is NFL Red Zone. Has the Sunday tickets. I missed all the games today, so I wasn't able to try it out. But I was reading comments, and everybody was talking about how cool it was. So if it didn't work, I don't think people would be... I do think there's NBA games on right now, so I'll try that.
When they're getting those catches, and that's a big number.
So it has NFL Sunday Ticket, NBA League Pass, and NHL Center Ice. So you get all the NHL games, NBA games, and NFL games. I don't know when baseball season starts, if it's going to have the MLB network or whatever. And here's all your pay-per-view movies. There's Black Mass right now, and this changes. So this is when these movies are old, they're not going to be on there, and there'll be new movies on there. So I'm going to go up to the actual channels here. It has... I haven't counted them, but it probably has about 1,000 channels. Maybe not that many, maybe about 900. Not on this guide. I'm sorry. I'll explain it later. But the guide has, I think, about 200 channels. But the program that the guide is pulling from has about 1,000 channels. It has channels from all over the world. So if you speak a different language, you're from somewhere else, you can watch, TV from back home. So let me try TNT. So when you click on a channel, you're going to get this. Right now you're in. Here, let me go back. Let me show you. This is called the King TV Guide. There's two of them. There's iView and the King. The King gets his sources from the King IPTV program. iView gets it from this i4ATV right here in red. So I'm going to go with the King right now and show you, because they do have different things. Like iView does not have these. It doesn't have the NFL, NBA, and NHL. I clicked on NFL. Okay, so I'm going to go up. I'm going to back out of there. Oop. Okay, so I'm back in the King here. I'm just going to find a channel and click on it here just so I can show you. Let's do Fox. Like I said, this is going to pop up. These are all the programs that have that channel. However, not all of them are going to work. You're going to pick only when you're in the King IPTV guide. You're going to pick the one with Elvis. That one, 99 times out of 100, it's going to work.
We aren't
right now,
safe here anymore. Okay, we need to do this so that
Dead.
we can be safe out there. We need to look like...
So TLC. Again, you got to pick the one with Elvis. And you only have to do this the first time. Every time you go back into it, it's going to be stored. Okay, you're going to see how it said authorization failed? Just click on it again. Second time, worked.
Overload the circuit.
Okay, let me try another one. These are a lot of, I believe they're UK channels, but you go down to US channels here. Oh, and 2, you have Showtime, HBO, you have all your movie channels. You have all your pay-per-view channels. You got Cinemax, Stars. Let's try Stars Edge. And it worked. Okay, so where was that at? Stars Edge. Okay, the guide is wrong on that one. So sometimes some of them are wrong. Actually, no, it was Stars Comedy that was Big Hero or whatever. Anyway, let me get to some US channels here so I can. Again, I don't want to spend too much time in this, because you can customize this whole guide too. I just want to kind of show you how to get started. You know, I'm going to do another video getting more in depth in each program. A lot of sports channels. Okay, now you're starting to get in your US channels. And not every one of them works. Let's try Nat Geo. Okay, authorization failed. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. Try it again. Second time, it's up. Okay, so let's try Cartoon Network. And go to the one. Okay, oh, there it is.
Get more out of Christmas with 3.
So I'm going to back out of here. iView is almost the exact same thing. Except there's no Elvis. You're going to pick this one here. I4A, it's called I4ATV. Don't pick those. Unless there is no option for I4ATV, then you can try those. Again, just like the Elvis one on the last one, authorization failed. Click it again. 9 times out of 10, the second time will work. If it doesn't work the second time, try it a third time. I hit a couple buttons at the same time when I was backing out of there, so I think it's taking a little bit longer than it should. Then we try it again. Okay, that channel, that ITV3, that might not be working. Alright, let's try something else here. Let's try channel 5. Okay, again, go to i4ATV, click that. Again, you're going to only have to do this the first time you access the channel. You're not going to have to do it every time. So when you go back into it, it'll automatically pop up. It won't. I'll do it again here. Try one down here. Okay, so that was ITV. No, wait, that was Eden, I think. So now I click back in there, and it automatically, when you get out of authorization failed, just click on it again when it comes back. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's going to work on the second try. Yep. Let's try it again. Should work on the third. Third time's the charm, I think. No. Try fourth time's the charm. If you go 5 or 6 times, it probably ain't going to work right now. Just go find a different one.
They compete with calls.
It takes a couple.
The
Most of them
sound
don't
is
take
greatly
that much.
amplified by air sacs on their throats.
I'm going to click out of here, but you get the gist. You just got to play around with it. I'm going to go into this reset iView in a different video. It's a little involved with the guides here. I just want to kind of get you up and running in this video. So this i4ATV here, that is the program that the iView guide draws from. That's where it gets all of its channels from. I should probably slow down a little bit. You want to go down to this live i4ATV. These are all, it has Indian, there's adult stuff, it has Pakistani, South Indian. I always click on all. Okay, it has 890 channels. It says up in the right hand corner there. It's kind of cut off the screen a little bit because I need to adjust my screen here. But it has 890 channels. These are all the channels it has. And I would guess out of the 890, 850 or more are going to work. It has a ton of channels. This is really cool. I just found this like a couple weeks ago, and I've been experimenting with it, and it's been really cool. So here's all your movie channels. Sky's a European channel, I believe, but it has American movies on it. Let's try a golf channel. I mean, you can access them from here too. It's exactly the same as in the guide, except you don't know what's on. So if you watch a channel all the time and you don't need the guide, you can come in here and just play it from here. Like say you know something is on, you know, it has Fox Sports Florida. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any Chicago where we're at now. So I'll try to center ice while I'm in here. I believe the The Hawks are starting in a little bit here.
And that next on TSN.
So the center ice is working good. I know the NBA works good, but I assume that the NHL is going to work fine too, because, like I said, I missed all the games today.
It's a tie-up. Mikael Botker is there. Reader back.
So you're not going to miss any games if you're a sports fan. Authorization failed. Click on it again. All good. So, again, just play around in here. If you got kids, there's no way to disable the adult stuff, so you're just going to have to watch them with it, you know. But there's Espiana, I don't know what that is, but Paraguay. I mean, it's got all kinds of countries. I mean, Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, Colombia. Sometimes when you're clicking too fast, it'll pop up working. Just let it sit for a minute. It's got to catch up. So I went around, but so there's some New York stations, Tampa, Miami. Fortunately, no Chicago. Brazil, Portugal. So you get the gist. I don't want to make this video 5 hours long, but so this is your live TV. Dexter TV, up until I found these two, was the best. Lately it's been having a little bit of issues. And with Dexter you have to sign in. It doesn't cost anything. All you need to put in is an email address and a password. It works good. I mean, it doesn't have as many channels as the i4A TV and the King Guide, but so I'm going to go to sports now. I'm just going to play around in here. If for some reason these two ever go down, the King and iView, Sports Devil is probably the best way to get live sports. I'm sorry, I'm clicking a little too fast because I know my way around here. So you just click on Sports Devil and then Live Sports, and they'll give you these places to stream from. For U.S. sports, At the Net is good. A lot of them are good. At the Net's the first one I go to. I'm going to see, I don't know if Red Zone will be working right now because I think all the games are over, but we'll try it out.
Now, guys.
No, I guess I didn't miss all the games, but so anyway, like I'm saying, and also your pay-per-views. What it'll do is it'll just have whatever it is. Like these are all your games that are going on. You got hockey. Let's try. Me personally, I would go back and watch the games through.
And it was in, but it was
5:34
officially is the time of that goal, and there's your
this
shots on
quality
goal.
is pretty good.
Well,
Though,
it's
so
one of those games for Paul Maurice. Has to like the
I know
situation his team is.
with the baseball, the qualities are kind of iffy, but that seemed pretty clear to me. I don't know if it's HD, but it's pretty good.
Third, sixth back-to-back of the year for the Winnipeg Jets. Michael Hudson.
So you're not going to miss a game. It's very, very rare that you're going to miss any games. And again, all these programs here have sports options. They're not all of them are all sports. Like let's try Gorilla Streams for a second. It's got so many on here because you never know if one's going to be down or not. And like I said, don't ever fall in love with one program because it could be here tomorrow, it could be here today and gone tomorrow and back the next day. So I got multiple places where you can find what you're looking for. So you got kids section. These link to Genesis, so eventually these two links will not work. Could be a month, could be a year, could be 2 years. So Kids Flicks, Cartoons 8, Super Cartoons, Toons Mania, those are places where you get cartoons and kids TV shows. All add-ons. Click on that. These are all your add-ons that are installed. I have 77 programs stored on here. And it runs pretty smooth. I had a little issue not too long ago that I don't know if I put a program on here that was corrupt or something, but a lot of people's Firesticks were locking up, but it's running really smooth now. Men's, of course, you got... They just kind of put... Naviax and Phoenix aren't really... these three really aren't adult stuff, but I didn't want to put adult stuff right on the front page because, you know, I don't want kids clicking on it. So hopefully, I mean, if they click on something, it'll be Naviax or Phoenix. I'm also going to do a video on how to disable the men's section if you have kids. I do also offer a setup with no adult stuff on there whatsoever. So, but then you're going to also lose out on your iView, well, not your iView, but your i4 ATV. So there's a bunch of adult stuff on there. Maintenance. This is very important. Okay, I'm going to do another video on this, but I'm going to stress this now too. Every time before you shut your Firestick down, you want to do all three of these. Delete my cache. Just click on it. This will pop up. Say yes. And then OK. Delete packages. Nothing's going to pop up because I haven't made any changes. Delete crash logs. Yes. That one's not as important, but this cache is very important because that's where all your temporary files are stored. In your system, I'm not even going to go over any of this now until you need to install a new add-on or delete an add-on or change your skin settings. And honestly, I wouldn't even play around in here unless you're comfortable with stuff like this, because I've had a couple people delete their entire setup. And I'm not going to, have you ship your stick back, reinstall everything, and then ship it back to you for free. If you messed it up, by clicking on stuff you're not supposed to be clicking on. Power, when you're shutting down, quit. But like I said, before you quit, delete that. Power, quit, and it'll shut down. Favorites. Favorites are programs that are in between movies and TV shows, or has other stuff. Super favorites, I'm going to do a video about that because that's a really cool program, but there's just too much to it right now. The one you're going to use the most is going to be Phoenix. Phoenix is cool because it has everything. It has live TV, which before the i4 ATV and the King Guide, it would have been, it was nice, but you're not even going to need that now. Crusader 88 is all international channels. From everywhere. Her place is like a women's area, I guess. It's got some workout stuff. It's got all the Insanity. TV shows. Got a lot of pop. I mean, it's not just for women. Obviously, it's Better Call Saul, Black Sails, Blind Spot. It's just how they categorize it, This one's really cool. This one has a lot of stuff you're not going to find anywhere else. Just like everything else, sometimes they work on this too, so if you click on one and it's missing, they're probably working on it. They could be working on this one right now because it's taking forever to load here. Let me pause it until it pops up. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one has stuff categorized, pretty cool. You might be doing some maintenance on this one because it seems like it's slower than normal. This one's usually really solid. Let me pause it again here for a second. Okay, it was working for about 30 seconds, so I'm not going to try this one right now. I'm going to do a video. I'll go in a little more in depth on Phoenix later, but I'll try Rock Crusher. This one's good. It's got a lot of HD movies. Again, you're going to have decent internet to get HD movies to play. Let's try Terminator. This is a new one. I think it just came out. I'm going to try the 1080p. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to work because, like I said, my internet's not that fast and my kids are streaming downstairs, so it's working. 1080p. A lot of them are. I don't have surround sound hooked up right now, but a lot of them have the DTTS or whatever surround sound. So yeah, this Phoenix is a really good program. That's honestly what I usually use. I wish this one 242415 was working right now because that one's got a lot of cool stuff on there. Going to Stale or however you pronounce it. Again, a lot of HD movies, a lot of kids stuff. Just gotta play around in there, Find what you're looking for. This TNP8, again, another movies. There's a good documentary section. This is new. This one, I've never even seen this one before. So this one's adding. This one's expanding. Is where, like, Genesis is going downhill. So this one, I don't want to even play with it because you have to have a special program installed to play the games, I think. I've never tried it. I've always, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work, but there's something special you have to do to get this to work. And I've never needed to do it, so that one's pretty much useless unless you know what you're doing, which I don't know what I'm doing with that, so I'm not even going to try. I'll use Sports Devil for NHL, so, or now I'll use iView and the King, because they have the NHL package, so. So music, you got Pandora, iHearts, YouTube. Obviously you need an account for Pandora and iHearts, but it will link up and it works fine. YouTube, again, you're going to need, I don't think you need your account to search through there, but favorites, there's a couple other programs in there too. I'll go in more in depth in another video. So that's it. I'm going to do some more videos, but just remember, delete your cache. I'm not even going to do delete packages, but just make sure you delete your cache before you exit. Quit. And that's it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, or most of you are going to know how to get a hold of me anyway, so see you later.